Hi there, welcome to the Obachanchatter, and I'm here today with you to recap The Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 2, Episodes 10 and 11. 10 was titled Dress to the Whines, and 10 was Hold Your Horses. Okay, so, oh my gosh, now I'm not getting ready, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hey y'all, I'm so sorry. Um, I don't know. I've been missing a couple days here and there, but that's only because I've not been feeling very well. I've not been able to do my dialysis properly because I probably need to go have something done, which I'm going to take care of Monday. So anyway, yeah, I ain't come here to hear me talk about my health issues. Let's get on with this review. So I remember doing episode 10, but I don't see it in my videos anywhere. So I don't know. I think that's when I was having a problem with my computer. So I'm gonna just go tell you what I can remember. I remember that all of them had on some ugly ass dresses. Yup, that Lisa had got all the ladies' dresses, the traditional ballet dresses to wear. I guess they're formals. And none of the ladies really liked theirs. And Lisa did look the best in hers. So Lisa, Saba, Sarah, Ayan, and Lisa, all five went to dinner. And Brooks, Caroline and Tauline stayed back in the apartment. They was complaining about their dress. And Brooks was like, Lisa, she set us up. It's sabotage. She got the best dress and my corset didn't have buttons on it and they were just going off. So the ladies was sitting in the restaurant and they was like the restaurant gonna close in about 20 minutes where the ladies so at the same time they were showing like a split screen. Well, not a split screen, but it was two of the things occurring. The ladies at the restaurant was talking about them, and the ladies at the villa were talking about the ladies in the restaurant. So, Lisa said her feelings was hurt because she heard Tauline say, "I look horrible with this dress. This dress looks terrible on me," or something. And then that's when Ayan started with the, "What do you mean? Um, it's just clothes. If it ain't got a name on it, damn wear." And I was like, she got a lot of nerve. All that shit she be wearing with them. I was like, really? Really, Ayan, you gonna talk. Everywhere they go, you always overdress. Always overdress. You always look crazy. So you gonna talk about the ladies back at the house. Okay. Let's get to the next episode, okay? Episode 11. So anyway, Lisa said she was pissed and she called the women back at the villa, and that's when I think it was Brooke said, "Oh, my dress didn't have buttons." And somebody said mine didn't have buttons either. I held mine together with my corset together with a belt. And what else was going on? It was something else. So anyway, the ladies back at the villa started having fun. They was drinking. I swear, what's her name? Brooks. She was eating like she was fucked up. She was eating like she was high. Like she had her some gummies or some brownies or some smoke, some green or something. But she was eating that. She was eating the shit out of their food that they ordered. So anyway, they all sat around. They ordered food, and they kind of started making about, because Brooks and Caroline had been getting along, and Tylene and Caroline hadn't been getting, and Brooks hadn't been getting along. Oh, none of them. There was some shit with the three of them, but now they all sat around there drinking, splitting a carb salad, laughing. And the best part to me of the whole episode is how Tylene could imitate the hell out of both Caroline and damn Brooks. She was good. She was good. And Brooks was good with Caroline too. They was having a ball. They was jumping on the bed and shit. They was laughing. They was letting out the other girls. They was trying to act like they scared of Ion. How they going when the ladies come back, they're gonna be mad. How they murdered. Well, anyway, the ladies at the dinner had a nice time, and the ladies back at the villa had a nice time. But like I said, Lisa said her feelings was hurt because she went through so much hard work. to get them these type of dresses. And I can remember Talene saying some shit like, I wasn't even her date. She wasn't even supposed to do no damn clothes. She was supposed to be in charge of food. So how she picking up people's clothes? And then, Caroline was at the house. And I mean, Sandsburg was back at the villa. She was like, yeah, usually when you're a hostess, that's what you get. Don't come in my room again. I'm sorry. I knew he was going to do this. I knew it. And you ain't coming back. Go. So when I told you to go before, you better learn how to use your paws. Open the door. Oh, so sorry, y'all. So sorry. So anyway, and y'all know I don't know how to edit nothing, so I'm not gonna edit. So where was I at? So anyway, she was saying that when you host a dinner or you the hostess of a party and you pick out the wardrobe, aren't you supposed to let the people pick what they want to wear? It was something that they said. Well, anyway, Caroline and kid, she was happy that Brooks was back to her regular self. I guess we should call her evil. She said she understand her better than the spiritual one. But when they was imitating each other back at the place, that was cool. So anyway, the ladies finally come back and they start expressing their feelings, and Ayan, she feeling some type of way. That attitude she had at the dinner about Caroline Sainsbury, she brought it back to the apartment. She was like, you always try to separate yourself from everybody, Sainsbury. Like when we had our spiritual thing, you didn't want to be a part of that. You always try to separate yourself from the group as if we don't treat you like we treat each other and we treat you the same way you do that to yourself. And I don't give a F about you or something. And Sainsbury says, say it, don't spray it. So anyway, I was all over Talene. Talene was trying to tell her what happened, why she went at the dinner. And she said, can I talk? Because Ayan kept cutting her off. So and then Ayan said something about, it looked like your outfit. No, so Saba asked Talene, was you more comfortable? She said, so you was more comfortable in what you had on versus that or something. And then Ayan said something about the dollar store, and Lisa said, don't do that. Please don't do that. So anyway, Talene apologized. So she apologized to her, and Lisa said thank you, how she appreciated that meant something to her. So Brooks apologized to Lisa too. Then I don't know, they all started apologizing and say they're sorry, except Sainsbury say shit. So it's the next day. It's the next day. Oh, yeah, they supposed to go to some kind of four wheeling deal. I don't know why Lisa wore that outfit to four wheeling, but she should not have wore that. Lisa that halter top and all that mud and shit they was going. She had like a little mini skirt. Ooh, them amoebas just splashing all over her feet and her body and arms. Hell nah. She should have put something else on. So anyway, they went there, but Ayan and Sainsbury went to some place where you could swing over the mountains or some type of shit. I was like, how the fuck they do that? But then when I seen them swinging, they had a harness on. I was like, oh, okay, because hell, if I'm getting up there pushing me. So anyway, when the Sainsbury and them leave, and when before they leave though, Ayan tell the ladies, or Sainsbury tell the ladies where they're gonna go, and you should see how Lisa's face look, and she was like, "Oh well, have fun," but she really don't want her to have no fun. She just don't know why she said this shit. So anyway, they go to the little thing that had lunch, and Ayan tell her, "You really hurt me, 'cause you told something that I said, and I don't, my friend saying that she don't trust me, that hurt me." So I was like, why you digging all in Sainsbury ass? And Caroline ass, because to me, you was the one who started the shit. She wouldn't know nothing about nothing. If you, before y'all went on that trip, wasn't sitting up in there eating lunch with her and Tarlene and shit, and they was laughing and shit, y'all was having a ball. And she said, don't, we're not going to talk about it now. She said, we're going to bring it up when we go on our trip. And you he and hard to that shit, yep. And what you did is you trying to blame Sainsbury for how what happened between you and Lisa. But she don't got nothing to do with that. And I like that Caroline Sainsbury, Caroline, I like that she was honest when she said, I was just trying to fuck with what you call them and them, just trying to, make her eat her words. I thought I could make sport of these motherfuckers because, I ain't got nothing to do with you and Lisa. I don't, y'all shit is beautiful. But that shit, I ain't believe in it. So once I heard that, I thought I could fuck with them. I didn't mean to mess with y'all. Well, you mess with us, this and that. And I was like, that lady, you was taking too much. Caroline taking too much credit for your relationship with Lisa. That's some shit you did. You and her is close. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm friends with my friend. I'm friends with my girlfriend. I know how to be friends with a friend. Do that make sense to you? I know how to be more than one person good friend. Yeah. Because if you my good friend, but you ain't her good friend, and she let me listen to somebody, Mel, but now I'm gonna tell you this, I may tell her something about it, but I ain't finna let her listen to the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So you, Ayan, and then Ayan gonna say, I had to, I thought I was gonna have to start watching Lisa. What the fuck you watching Lisa for when you did that? She didn't do nothing wrong, but tell you how she felt. Okay, that's what you do. You listen. I send you shit, and you play it for people, and all people to play it in front of is her. So I was like, oh my god, and I'm still in fucking in chapter. I'm still in 10. So anyway, they talk or whatever, and she, Ayan's still mad, but they swinging and taking pictures and shit. So back on the at the dirt biking or whatever the fuck they doing, they having a good time talking and laughing. And what's her name? Lisa said she glad to see Talene and Brooks is back to normal shit. So everybody in good spirits. And I think this is like the last night where they had this party where they get dressed up and it's a palm reader coming and the palm reader say some crazy shit, tell Tarlene to watch out for a woman that's going to betray you or she's not going to be loyal to you, so don't fuck with her. And Ayana says she ain't in the room. It's Brooks. So Brooks ain't in the room yet because she in the bathroom because they was somewhere. She always eat like she's so high. They was somewhere and the man bought like a charcuterie box and I think she ate the cheese and she lactose intolerant. She should back there about to blow the porcelain off that goddamn bowl. So she wasn't dead. The lady read Caroline had no read what's her name? Say yeah, Caroline had and said that she was gonna have a boy, and that tripped her out. She better have that motherfucker too, cause I don't think Sergio won't stay married to her, but he gonna have a baby with somebody. So she better come on, move that shit. Cause y'all heard what he said. If I don't have no kids, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What I'm here for? I made my little bit of money that I wanted to make. I met the woman that I love in my life and you older than me, my parents are older than me, I don't have no siblings and shit, so when everybody dead, who the fuck am I have? What am I got? What I got? So I don't know, Carl. I don't know, Sandsbury. You better put that thing in overdrive. So anyway, uh the palm reader get to Sarah. I'm getting sick of her. First, I really like Sarah. Oh, she's so spiritual. She dumb. She just need that. She ain't dumb. She just I don't know. She just one of them people. She one of them people. She can figure out everybody's shit for her own. Cause I'm getting ready. I'll leave that alone until we get to the next one. So anyway, I think she's the lady reading her, and she's like, "Don't fuck with nobody. Love, money, happiness, children, all that shit gonna come." She probably ain't said like the last two, but it was all good shit. Like, oh, you gonna hit the lottery, your husband, your son gonna love him, you gonna have more kids, just a whole bunch of shit. But she said you gotta wait. It's not now. And she was like, it's not now. So Saba like, that ain't a king. It ain't that motherfucker. It ain't. And she's like, why throw a king? And she was like, why you say that? She's like, it's not, I'm not saying that anything except that he just probably, it's just not y'all time right now. Whatever the fuck she said. So anyway, let's get out of there and let's go to the episode that I do have notes for, which is episode 11. The one where it's Hold Your Horses on the way. It's called Hold Your Horses because Brooks invited them to a polo match, but it was cheesy to me. I mean, I guess I seen that. I have never been to a polo match, but I'm assuming. Well, I ain't never been but when I was in Dubai, it was too goddamn hot to go watch polo. When I was in California, it was a polo game somewhere, and I was like, man, it's too goddamn hot. I don't do hot outside. That's not enjoyable to me. Or tennis, doing this. I probably did this one too many times, huh? So let me stop. So anyway, this episode started off with what's her name? Brooks at her house getting a pedicure, and her son. She talking to her son, asking him about school, and he doing what he normally do, blowing her ass off. So anyway, Lisa at home with her son, and they talking about going over the homework, and he telling her how he doing with the math, that he know his multiplication zero times a number. She said, yeah, zero times a number is zero. He was like, yes. Anyway, we got Ayan. She having brunch with her husband. I swear, she just on. To me, she just ain't even. Sometimes she say she could be funny, but she's only funny when she not trying to be funny. Did that make sense? Like okay, for one, like let me get this out the way first. I don't like this shit that she do. I don't like whenever she talk about her home. It's like she a speed checker. I ain't lying. I mean, I'm sorry, it's what it sound like. Oh, we climb the trees, we run from the elephants and lions and tigers and the bears. I'm sitting out here and it remind me so much of home, the elephants and tigers. Where the fuck is she walking around at? With her family out there living with the elephants and the tigers and the bear. Was she from a tribe? Because to me, her siblings, they ain't that far in age apart. So her siblings, so her siblings seem like they a little more cultured than her. I don't know. She just was saying whack shit. And then like, they was sitting there and he was like, hey, how was she was telling him how Bali was and how she gonna be watching Lisa now because Lisa really hurt her feelings. And he was like, oh, I know how loyal you are. I know how bad they hurt you. If she was so goddamn loyal, then she wouldn't have been playing that. I'm just saying, you just had to slip up. You ain't as loyal as you think you is. You fucked up. It wasn't nobody's fault but yours. So anyway, he was like, "Yeah, I knew y'all was gonna be all right," because Lisa was so upset that she called me, but I knew that y'all was gonna work it out. And then they started talking about what way to a man's heart. And she said, "It can't be you with food because you always hungry, so it must be my black hole that keeps you coming back." I was like, "She just don't mean no that. I don't really want nothing to eat after that." So anyway, let me see. So she told me that she had a good time at the spiritual event, like I said, but the other shit she was like, it was whack with Lisa. So they started talking about their age, and she said she might be 45 to 51, and then she was like, "Oh my goodness, my husband's only 49. I'm a sugar mother." I was like, "See, no." So anyway, so we back at Lisa's house and she trying to settle her boys down. And I could have swore she said, go be nice to your nanny, or she said, be nice to your granny, because that's that guy, her husband, mother, her, her mother-in-law that she was talking to. So she said, babe, oh my God, Bobby was a lie. And how she, you know, that she can't believe how Ayan talked to her and she put her out the room. He said, you said something to her? She said, no, I hadn't said anything. And she said that I told her, she said, I told Ayan that Caroline was a snake, that she wasn't going to be shit. But she didn't believe me. So, so Lisa said she's staying out of that shit between the two of them. So she said, told her she didn't trust her. And she said that's what she said in front of the girls. So she said Ayan had just kicked out of the room, told her to get the F out of her room, as she said. So I was like, wow, she was really mad. Um, so Lisa said Ayan is her friend, not Caroline's. And the husband said, no, I'm her only best friend. And the husband said, why women like that? And I said, I don't know, because I don't give a fuck how many. I want my friend to have more friends. So, like I said, Ayan feel like Caroline played in her face, but you played in your own damn face. So anyway, we're at Caroline's house and she happened to be home. And she said her daughter like she could go play polo. Her daughter was like, nah, it's my school uniform. And I don't know. I hear Sergio say something about ticky tacky and the little girl uncomfortable and Caroline says she uncomfortable. And then she tells Sergio that her and Ion are still kind of, not made up, but they okay. And then we got Uber visiting her friend Huba Katan, and she does Huba Beauty. She got her she a billionaire. She said she a millionaire, and she was, why did what's her name? Why did Aryan show that lady her why she didn't show her all her she bought her like pamphlets and shit. I mean, I bought them pamphlets, but I bought me some samples and the regular size shit. And then showing her, because the lady said, hey, you was cool with me. She used to do Uber makeup. Now she got her own makeup line. So she told Uber, shit, you ready to go to Sephora? What? Sephora? Yeah, bitch, Sephora. And she was like, you would do that for me. You would set that up for me. Oh my God, that is so wonderful. How would you ever do that for me? That made me have to do emails and press print or some shit. And the lady said, don't send no emails. That lady said, I think the lady said, don't worry. No, you know what? She was right. Don't touch nothing and don't touch no computer shit in the whole office. All you need to do is be the brand. Just model with fucking makeup. Talk about just a little bit, but don't. I am the CEO, and you can't even print. Girl, go. I don't know. I like Ayan, but she get on my nerves. So now she's starting to go like she's gonna like Lesa and Caroline, like kind of arguing over her and shit. So she's just a weirdo to me. Um. So anyway, oh, let me go and talk about Sarah. Sarah's a weirdo. Why she? How come I gotta close my window? Cause I just don't. I don't know. I don't want to look out there, nobody, and I don't want nobody to look at me. I'll be right back though. Let me see. It's always something with me, ain't it? Always an interruption. I'm gonna learn how to edit one day. I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm gonna learn how to edit when one of my kids show me how to edit. That's just the honest truth. I don't know if y'all can hear me from talking over there or not, but here we go. Here we go. Okay. So let's talk about Sarah. So Sarah at the house with Saba, and I think it's her therapist. I don't know, some woman with her friend. I don't know. The screen changed too fast for me. I gotta get settled in. So anyway, she was like, "Let me tell y'all, everything since I've been back from Bali. Let me turn this around. Ever since I've been back from Bali, there has been an issue." And they was like, "What's going on?" She said, "I found out that my nanny for the last 6 months have been closing my cameras in my house, showing people, bringing strange men to my house, showing them pictures of my son, texting, emails, all types of shit, asking who's here when he come home, who pick him up, that he was cute, how old is he? Can he send me some pictures, some more pictures of him and her?" So she said when she found out about it, she was really upset. So we went to the police, and here's her son right in the middle of this shit with all these women. Yeah, we went to the police 3 times. So she looked and she was like, "Yeah, when I found out he was in danger," and I was like, "She's still talking," because I would have said, "Excuse me, get your ass out of here, go." That's what I would have said. Yes, that's what I would have said. So anyway, he was like, "Yeah," and she said, and so as I fired her, and I'm pressing all kinds of charges. I got the case over here, and the case over there, and the case over there. And she said I went in her room when she was packing, and she said she had some earrings belonging to me, my mother, some jewelry or something belonging to her mother. She was like, "Oh, kind of my," and the little boy said, "In her underwear," and I was like, and she was like, "Yes." I mean, I was really frightened. I was like, and she still ain't turned around and said, "Get your ass out of here." He still just sat there. I was like, see, he too grown. Yep, he know too much. And it's her fault. Because she tried to make him her friend. And you just, I mean, you so spiritual, you dumb to me. Yeah. How you know what you should do? If you want to be, you want your son to be safe. You want him to be okay. You don't need to fuck with nobody. You need to, whatever it is you doing, take him back and forth to work to you every day. Don't meet no man. Don't bring nobody else into his life because you keep fucking up. It you just don't read people well. And it ain't his job to read the people for you. So you just need to leave him the fuck alone. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's called being a parent's being a sacrifice. Maybe you ain't gonna have no regular. You understand what I'm saying? Cause you be picking them fucked up. You got with somebody who pretended like they like your son, and as soon as you marry this motherfucker, he didn't fuck with you. His own father don't fuck with him, and then the one you got after that one, he was whooping your ass, and he saw that, and then now you got this lady that's taking care of him, that's trying to pimp this nigga off to other little people. I mean, to grown ass people, I don't get it. And you better press charges. You better. And and it ain't really a little boy fault because they have to ask them questions. Well, it's a good thing he know how to have adult. She was telling the Saba and her friend or whoever the fuck that lady was. She was like, he had to talk to the police because when I wasn't here with him, he was with her, and they had to ask him all types of questions. And I was like, well, thank God he know how to have a goddamn grown ass conversation with you around. He probably sitting there taking the fucking notes himself. I was like, she's just a mess. So I'm just saying, if you cannot do it right, stop using him for your damn test dummy, because that's what he is. I mean, because you just essentially testing this little man out on your man. This your man out on your new man. So don't do that. Just you ain't good at that shit. He ain't got but like another 10 years on him. Shit, let him go live with his father. Cause you is not doing. And he ain't gonna like men. Cause you don't know what the fuck is you doing. You ain't scream high enough, and that mountain your ass was in Bali. So anyway, it's not just that. Then a king do some bullshit to you. And I'm gonna tell you, why you blinded by a king? Because you think he fine. But I'm one of the people too. I thought he was fine too till he opened up his goddamn mouth and was saying how he don't want you to do no podcast with some man to be half naked and his lifestyles, this and that. But your object wanted to go on his show is to talk about spirituality and being intellectually stimulated, shit like that. And he don't want you to do it. But he got a photo shoot, and then she said this shit. That's why I'm saying she need to be by herself. Because the older she is, she's still doing tests. So I said I will do a test. My test will be, I don't want him to do the photo shoot. And so I said, how much you make for the shoot? He said it'd be 3,000 to 5,000 K. So she was like, well, I don't want you to do it. And he was like, well, that's stupid. And he did that shit anyway. Shit. Bye, King. So our friend's like, dude, leave him alone. He trying to control you. Know, let me see what you gotta see, bitch. You already got how many flags a bitch gotta get? I mean, how many? You ain't gotta hit me, but I ain't got it ain't just gotta look like it's red. That ain't a red flag, that's pink. Close enough, motherfucker. Close enough. I don't do no flags. Especially not on a white one, because I don't surrender to shit. So I'm just telling you, yeah, fuck that. She, Sab was like, it was like maybe he's not the one for you. He's trying to control you. Why he trying to fuck with? He don't give you no money, and that's what she should have said. If you don't want me to do the podcast, motherfucker, give me $4,500 and I won't do it. And then he would say, "Girl, I ain't finna give you nothing." I was like, "Well, that's why I go make my own shit." And he ain't paying. He go with her. He ain't paying no bills. He didn't give him because that lady asked her and she said, what that motherfucker help you with financially? She said, nothing. And then when she said that, she should have slapped your crazy ass. I've been calling people in the park, hey, you still want me to do that? You want me to take my shirt off? Because I'd have got my goddamn job back. So anyway, just Sarah, don't fuck with nobody. You alright. Just don't fuck with nobody. Just don't get you no man yet. Or let your son pick your goddamn man because you suck at it. Mm-mm-mm. So anyway, why am I going here? I am so sick of this. Okay, Colleen want to meet with what name? Lisa. And I love that dress that Colleen is wearing. No, that Colleen. Why I call her Colleen? Caroline is wearing the Sainsbury one. It's like a lime mint green. Lisa looked good too. That royal blue good on her. So anyway, they had this really nice restaurant outside. And Lisa tells Caroline, it's beautiful at night. The tower lights up, the hotel, the bridge, and all kinds of water and shit going everywhere. So she was like, okay, that's real nice. So she said, how you been? She said, when I got back home, my son was sick for about a week, so I ain't been getting that too much sleep. So anyway, Caroline said, yeah, I had a real good time. She said, Bonnie was wild. She said, yeah, it was like girls gone wild. We had a good time. And they showed them clips, dancing and shit, having fun. Like how they was having fun in the hotel. They had fun one of the nights that they went out. So I thought that was real cool. So anyway, while they sitting there, um, while they are sitting there, Caroline says, I didn't think, no, she said, you really do Ayan under the bus. And she's like, I didn't throw Ayan under the bus. And she was like, yeah, you did. And she was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, to me, she didn't. I don't know how she figured Caroline threw Ayan under the bus. Ayan threw her own self under the bus because she shouldn't even have said nothing about nothing. And then it was you who actually threw her under the bus because you said that the voicemail that I sent you, what's her name, never told anybody where it came from. So she ain't throw herself under the bus to me. You threw her under the bus because Caroline didn't know where that text came from, where that shit came from, and it came from you. So anyway, she was like, I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to mess y'all up. She said, I was trying to make a joke or fuck with somebody else, make myself feel better at somebody else's expense, and so I didn't mean to do that. So she said that. So Lisa said, I really like you, which is a lie because she don't really like. Now I think Caroline really like Lisa, but I think Lisa don't really like Caroline for whatever reason because every time she gets a chance to say something about her that's not quite nice. Like when she said, I think really deep down inside you're a good person. Well, everybody, I think, really deep down inside is a good person. But she thinks she's a snake because that's what she told her husband before she went to the brunch, that she going to watch it, right? And she said, and I told Ayan about Sainsbury. Yep. So if that's what you was telling Ariana about Sainsbury, that's what you really think of her. So I'd be like, I wouldn't even tell her that. I'd be like, we got a little bit of work to do, but we're gonna be all right. But I wouldn't bullshit her. You alright. I mean, like, I think I'm sitting here eating with you. Shit. I hope you paying for it. So anyway, since you invited me. So, mm, we talked about that. Oh, so now it's time for the event. And the event, what's her name? Brooke said she going, I don't know what the winner get. I don't know what the winner get, but she said she going to dress to impress. Um, And like I said, I think Sarah won't give her. She won't keep trying with the king because he fine, girl. He ain't no more. He full of shit. Um. Oh, so let's get back to this before we get to this polo thing. So anyway, they were sitting at the table, and Lisa said, "You said some terrible things about me," and then Sainsbury said, "You provoked me." And she said, "I provoked you. You called me a prostitute." Then this right here, I ain't really go for when Lisa was like, "Yeah, I take my kids to school, and you call me a prostitute." And black women in Caroline look like, what the fuck that got to do with me? And as black women, she was like, Caroline, why is a motherfucker? But she says it's hard, but it's hard for everybody. But she was like, it made me not want to take my kids to school. And then, some people don't want to associate. Man, you still do that type of shit. Trust me, you will love getting older because I think the older I get, the less I give a fuck what somebody think or say about me. I mean, I'm for real because if you worry about everything somebody think or say about you, or you hear somebody say about you, you be fucked up. Do you know if my mama could have heard the things that I said under my breath about her, or if I could hear my kids after I tell them something they don't want to hear, or your man, or anybody, if you could hear the shit that people say, that shit will fuck with you. So why I'ma hear it when you saying it? I don't want to hear that shit. No, I don't. I don't. I'm not interested in no kind of shit like that. No, I'm just not. Mm-mm, you're just not gonna be fucking with me all kinds of crazy. So, I'm saying she a grown woman, she's successful, she knows she wasn't a prostitute, she went to school, she got her own business, all that shit, all that shit you are. Why the fuck is you worrying about something that you ain't never been and that you ain't? I just don't do that. You got too many pluses to worry about some shit that somebody said. You got minus that ain't even real. That ain't is negative. They ain't even don't even exist. I don't want the people to drop their kids off at school. You don't even take your kids to school. You goddamn driver do somebody. So anyway, um, she said she ain't mean to hurt her family and all that type of shit. So I said she wasn't dropping no damn kids off to no damn school. So anyway, it's the event. And so all the ladies come in one at a time. And adjusting for the polo. I said Brooks is overdressed and she got on too high. It looked polo-ishy, but not really. Look more funerally. Saba looked nice. Cause what is polo like elite sports? So Sarah, she okay, she fitting in. Ralphie and Tolene look nice, but she's overdressed. He looked like he going to polo. Um, Michael's invited. Caroline friend, when they said pay all the bills, all Caroline bills, and then of course here comes the clown. What the fuck is Ariana wearing? If she don't look, you ain't gonna tell me. You put I don't have no chat, but please in the comment, please somebody leave me a one if Ayan don't look like the witch, the bad witch from the Wizard of Oz. The one that's only thing she missing is the color green in her face. That shit look horrible, and it look like it's high as a motherfucker out there. So I said Lisa is the only one that looked like she wore a polo outfit. I've never played polo, but when I look at polo, I think of Ralph Lauren, and that look, that Nautica kind of like look, that English look. So anyway, Lisa said they always get that shit wrong anyway. It don't matter. And Saba said she think no. Sarah said people with their best of the best their jewelry they show off it's really not her thing. I said she do a lot of shit that ain't her thing. So she don't know who she is, do she? That's why she can't pick her man. Cause just about everything they do that's not spiritual, it ain't her thing. It's not her thing. So every time you turn around, she has some shit that ain't her thing. So anyway, I said, Sarah telling them at the polo, she telling them about the nanny, and everybody's like, wow. And then Caroline again on that blaming Caroline for her shit with Lisa, and that's not what happened. And she talked to her again. She said, "You fucked me over," and she said, "Nah, you fucked yourself," is what I believe. So this, so they talked about, they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be fine. So, Caroline dropped us some polo knowledge. It's from English. It's an English sport. What else they had? The polo, the match to me seemed like it was boring. So, the guys teased Sergio because I think it's Caroline is out of Champagne, and so I don't know who called him a pussy. I don't know, one of the guys do, but so we get his wife some champagne when she called him. I don't see nothing wrong with him. So Ayan talking about polo, and she says the rich person problem, just something that rich people do. Back in her country, the man goes hunt the lion and bring the head back home. Now that's a victory. Like I said, she always saying something about Africa, and that is the reason why. Sidebar. Remember, I think about a month ago, maybe a little bit. It was this summer that Tiffany Haddish went to Africa, and when she was over there, she was like, "Look, y'all, look at grocery stores, y'all. Y'all, they got a mall. Girl, look at all this stuff. They got like a Costco." And that's the why. That's the why. That is the reason why when we go over there, us men in black Americans who never travel outside the country. That's why when we go to Africa, we looking for y'all to be running around with spears and us having us fight mosquitoes and lions and shit. Because the shit that she be saying, oh, there's elephants everywhere and giraffe dung, and get the fuck out of here, girl. So anyway, I was just saying, I've been to Africa. I've been to Djibouti, and it got grocery stores and shit. So I don't know. Cause when she be talking, I was like, I didn't go to none of them places that she lived. So anyway, they watching this. They eating, they having snacks, and now it's time to go line up on the field. And it's amazing that everybody started teasing because Lisa did not save a seat for Caroline. For Lisa did not save a seat for Ayan, and everybody made a joke about that. They was like, "Ooh, what's going on now?" Cause what she said, "Ooh, what's going on?" I don't know who said. I think it might have been Brooks. Ooh, what's going on? And the other time, Lisa would have saved Ayanna's seat. What? She'd have made everybody move down one so her friend could sit next to her. And Ayanna went right and sat next to Caroline. And Lisa did not like that shit. So I'm like, ain't nobody fighting. I'm a grown ass woman. I ain't fighting over no friend. So anyway, Lisa won the best dress contest, and she should have. I don't know who would have been runner up. I don't know. They was all over Sainsbury. They said she wasn't supposed to have Prada jellies out there, but I wouldn't have wore none of my good shit out there to be in no doing that. And I think I heard that. I thought when they said they had to go get golden nuggets, I thought they was really looking for some golden nuggets, and that's when Lisa said, "Oh, I see why Brooks really like this game because it got something to do with digging and gold." And then Brooks don't. That's not why she really likes it. She said she grew up with knowing friends with a family that owns two polo clubs, and so her son grew up around horses and polo. So that's why she has an interest in it, and she also loves horses very much so. So, that's her thing. And let me see what else I got going on. So anyway, we see I think Sergio and Caroline on a date together, and it does not look well at all because Sergio want to have a baby, and she tell him, you really want to have a baby? He was like, look me in my eye, and you tell me right now, are we going to have a baby? And she was like, I mean, and he was like, no, and she's like, is it a deal breaker? And he was like, we're going to have a baby. And she was like, so I've asked you this 3 times. Okay, listen. He asked you that 3 times. If it was going to be, you asked him that if it was going to be deal breaker 3 times. And I think he answered you all 3 times, and each time there was an answer. He told you if he don't have a baby, he don't know what he's supposed to do with himself. You gonna be gone. And I don't know why Sergio don't think that he could die before her, but you gonna be gone, my parents gonna be gone. Who am I hanging with? Ain't nobody. Your kids don't fuck with me. They don't hardly like me now, so you gonna give me a baby or what? So she's like, oh my God, I just really have to consider this. No, you don't have to consider this now. He asked you that shit like 5 years ago. I think he been with him for about 5 years. I think. He didn't ask you this a while ago. He asked you this shit before you got married. Yeah. And you thought you was gonna change you was gonna change your mind or he was gonna change his. Nope. He want his baby. And it seemed like if you don't get him all that paddling and pulling around he do puppy loving behind you, I think that shit finna stop. So you might want to get this man a baby. Yeah, but I don't think he one of the ones. He don't want no. I don't think he want no surrogate. None of that shit. He wanted it to come right out of your body, and he wanted to be your baby. And he said he don't know what to do. And I ain't gonna lie, I think you get him a baby, you don't even have to fuck with Sergio ever again. So anyway, you've been here with me for I can't even see 46 minutes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with me. And I'm so glad that you were. And I'm so glad that you're hanging in there with me. I gotta get this. It's been a year, this dialysis, a little year and a half. And I just can't get the hang of this shit, y'all. I just can't. I'm in denial, I guess. But I'm gonna get better with it because I got a community of people that's praying for me. At least I hope y'all are, because I sure am praying for y'all. Like I said, thank you. My channel is a slow build. I can see that, yeah, but I'll be coming back every day for the next couple of days because I want to do. I like that family Houston Empire, and then y'all know, woohoo, Orange County coming on. Orange County smoking. This is a season that I like. I just need them to get rid of Lexus, Emily, Tamara, and Gina. And then sometimes Heather. But anyway, thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.